Hello students. In our last class we studied about the age of revolutions. Today let's start the next unit, the making of Germany and Italy. In our last class we studied about how all German national party was formed by the middle class, but because of their mismanagement the party didn't come into power. They were suppressed by monarchy and army officials. Does this mean that all German national party lost? No. Actually, they got support from rich Junkers of Prussia. Now, what do you mean by Junkers? Junkers were rich people who owned great estates that were maintained and worked by peasants with few rights. Along with the Junkers, middle class people became very strong. Now, movement went in the hands of Prussia and movement was taken forward for unification with the aim to make Germany a nation state. That means let's become independent. Now we have the support of Junkers. Let's go ahead. Now for this, they made the chief minister as the in charge. Now who was he? He was Otto von Bismarck. Now post this, when they are unified and strong, they thought let's have war. Let's get a nation state. So three wars happened. How many? Three wars. And for a period of 7 years with Austria, Denmark, and France. In the end, Prussia won the war, and in 1871, Kaiser William I, the Emperor of Prussia, was proclaimed as the German Emperor at Versailles. What is the place name? Versailles. Now Germany became independent. New government came into force. Now they made their own rules. They made many changes, but the strong emphasis was on modernizing the currency. Second, they looked forward for the improvement of the banking system. Then they went for legal and judiciary system upgrading, etc. Now the whole country became very happy. Let's go and study about the other three nations like Italy, Britain, and Ireland. What happened with them? The first story is of Italy, how it got independent. In 19th century, Italy was divided into 7 states. Among 7 states, only one state was ruled by an Italian named Sardinia Piedmont. Now can you see there is a map? In that map you can see three colors, green, white, red. Now the top north part is of green, which was ruled by Austrian Habsburg. The center was ruled by Pope and the south was ruled by the Bourbon kings of Spain. In the whole of Italy, there was no single language. It was very tough to make a nation state. In our last presentation, you might have heard about Giuseppe Mazzini in 1830. He was an Italian revolutionary who started secret societies like Young Italy, Young Europe. He wanted to have a nation state, but making Italy an independent nation was not achieved. Now there is an entry of Chief Minister Cavour. Can you see a man is holding his forehead and sitting as if, he's in too much tension. Okay, calm down, students. Chief Minister Cavour was neither a revolutionary nor a democrat. He led the movement. Now, under him, Sardinia Piedmont. You remember this Sardinia Piedmont? Italy was divided into 7 states and one state is ruled by Sardinia Piedmont. Yes. Now this person, he succeeded in defeating the Austrian forces in 1859 under CM Cavour. Now Sardinia's role is over. Now who will enter now? The other leader, Giuseppe Garibaldi. Can you see that a man with a cap who is holding some stick in his hand and sitting? Yes, about him. He was a very influential person. A large number of armed volunteers joined his fight In 1860, they marched towards the South Italy, and there they earned the support of the local peasants. Now they got unified, as now they have become very strong, huge army, or everything is ready. So they decided, let's go and fight the Spanish ruler. In 1861, they went and they defeated. Post that, Victor Emmanuel II, he was proclaimed as the King of United Italy. Finally, they became happy and they achieved their dream. Now everyone is clear with Italy's story. Now there is a strange case of Britain. Let's study about that. There was no British nation before 18th century in Scotland. English Parliament seized the power from the monarchy in 1688 and made England a nation state. Now England is free, independent. In 1707, the Act of Union, kindly remember this word, the Act of Union, it was signed between England and Scotland. They wanted to form a United Kingdom of Great Britain. The British Parliament was continuously dominated by English members. Why? Because there were more English people compared to the Scottish. So because of this, what happened? They started suppressing the Scotland people, saying, you people are less than us, so listen to us. And whenever there used to be any voting, the English people dominated the Scotland people. So finally what happened? Slowly England started taking over the Scotland. Now did you understand how Scotland had to bend their knees in front of Britain? Okay, now let's go ahead with the third story, that is of Ireland. Now similar thing happened with Ireland. Let's see. Now Ireland was divided into Catholics and Protestants. Catholics were a little bit dominant compared to Protestants. So Protestants were feeling very low. Now what happened? There was an entry of English. The English said to the Protestants, we will help you. That time Protestants became very happy. Now they started dominating the Catholics just because they have a support of English people. Now they have become extra smart. After a certain time in 1798, Catholics revolted and they went for a war. Now what happened in the war? Catholics lost because they were very weak compared to England. In 1801, Ireland was forcibly incorporated into the UK. No Protestant, no Catholics. Now you people are under England. They pulled it and they took control over the Ireland. Now, under Britain, we can see England, Scotland, Ireland. A new British nation got formed. They came up with their own flag, national anthem, and a common English language. The British became very powerful. A quick recap. I hope you understood about the making of the Germany, and we also studied about the next three nations, about the Britain, Scotland and Ireland. Now the important questions are placed on your screen. Kindly study them. Any questions, please revert.